Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll run the option. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure that they go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Running it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Hart. The throw to the outside is complete.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Texas A&M going up tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Aggies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Everett. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
Texas A&M 14, Nebraska 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Calls his own number. He's off to the races. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. On the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Can't hear yourself think on third and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on first down. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas A&M 24, Nebraska 0.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding the pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Great play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Dropping back, it's Hart. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Aggie! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Whitehead. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They go to the ground. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Huskers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. DB's right up on the receivers. The back goes in motion. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 31, Nebraska 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
Running back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a fourth down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the second play and the third play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on fourth down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
Texas A&M 38.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13 set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's nice.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Whitehead. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score Texas A&M 45, Nebraska.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Running through contact. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the offense on first down. They want that clock to run. Turns it on in midfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
42, Spider. 4-2, Raven.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended.
Number 83.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nebraska 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. This quarterback, part of their running game. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Try to get it on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, and continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.